Hi everybody, in this video I'm going to show you how to use an audio source to create sounds, effects, or play music in the game. So go to Asset Store by Window, Asset Store, and then in the Asset Store we're going to download three different packs. One for music loop, the second one for gun effects, and the third one is for the robot. So the first one is going to be Action Music Pack. Okay, it's under the audio folder. You can just search this name. It's by Marcelo Fernandez. It's a really good music pack, so just download that one. And then the second one is the Post-Apocalypse Guns. So Post-Apocalypse Guns music pack. And the one right here. Download that one. Okay, it comes with a bunch of gun sounds. We actually don't need all of them, but download it, and I'm going to show you which one we're going to use, and you can actually remove the rest to make your project folder smaller. And then go to the voices effects. Inside the voice, here's the voices effects. Choose that one and just download this one. So this one comes with actually two different versions. It has MP3 and WAV version of each sound effect. So you don't need to download both of them. I just prefer to keep the MP3, so I didn't download. I removed the WAV version, so everything I need is here. Now let's go back to our scene, and let's start applying some music. So first thing, if you want to play any kind of sound or effect, you have to add an audio source component. Now I'm going to add an audio source component to, I'm just going to create a new game object. It's going to be, let's say, music manager. I'm not going to do any scripting, but later, maybe if needed, we can have a music manager. For example, you can have several different music, an in-game music, which is an action music, and then if the player dies, you can start playing, stop that one, and instead play some kind of downbeat music, some sad music. Or when the actual player wins the level, then you can start playing a win music, some upbeat music. But for now, we're just gonna have a loop for the whole game. So we're gonna add a component, audio source. Okay, now you can see this is the audio source. Play on away should be checked because I want the music to start playing right away, and also loop should be checked. Now we're gonna find a clip. You can either click there, find it from there, or you don't really know where it's exact, or you know where's your clip is, but you don't know the name. You can drag and drop. So choose Action Music Pack. I think it was the Flaming Soul loop, and drag and drop Flaming Soul loop. You can change your own if you like. Now let's see how this is going to play. Now the game is more fun with the music. Okay, that's great, but we also need to adjust a couple of things. First of all, music is too loud in the game, so I'm gonna make the music volume 0.5, and I'm gonna also give some emphasis on the gun sounds. So, for example, the player will have a gun sound effect when he actually shoots rounds. So choose barrel, that component audio source. Uncheck play on away because we're not shooting our gun as soon as automatically the game starts. And go to the post-apocalypse guns. I like the pistol zapper. This isn't bad. So we're gonna be using this one. Again, choose barrel and zapper 3P02. And now we're gonna go back to our script. Double click player control. Now we're gonna have an audio source component. public audio source, let's say audio source gun, right? And then this gun will play it's going to play every time you shoot. Let's go back to the editor. And Unity is compiling. The audio source is ready. Now I can drag and drop the barrel into AS gun, audio source gun, because that's where my audio source is. Now let's see how it sounds. That's better. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the robot, except he's got two guns. So we're gonna have to give an audio source. You know, actually, we don't have to give an audio source to each of them because the player will not know the difference. And we're gonna actually save a little bit performance, not much, but still. So the top part, let's give it to the top. Let's give a audio component, audio source. Okay, and let's maybe the robot is shooting a little bit differently. Okay, let's give the robot this sound so we know who's shooting what. Top. And uncheck play on awake. Let's go to enemy target control. Enemy target control will also have a audio source, AS guns for the robot. Now, since this one is already on, in the audio source component is already on the same object as the enemy target control script, you can either drag and drop itself here, or you can access and get the component using the get component method, audio source. Okay, I'm gonna do it both ways. So with the player, we did the other way around. Here we're gonna get the component through script, so you guys can start getting used to these Unity methods. And then every time he shoots, he is going to play the sound. And so now watch, when the game starts, it's gonna get the component, audio source component, and assign it here. You see? Now, one couple of more things. I want the robot to react to seeing player. When the player is seen, he's gonna react. So to do that, I'm gonna need another audio source. I can do it either way. I can either switch audio clips or get a new audio source. Since this is a different sound, I mean, the gun should be shooting at the same time as the robot starts making a sound. Therefore, we cannot use one audio source. I'm gonna use a second audio source. And but I'm gonna remove the gun audio source to one of the barrels here, so he can actually shoot from those guns, make the sound from the guns. But on the other hand, from here, the robot's gonna be talking. So I'm gonna change this, make a little change here. So audio guns will not be received by the get component, but instead audio source robot will come from the component, and we're gonna manually assign the guns. Okay, and here, so this will be changed to, so this one is assigned from here, audio source robot, and audio source guns, we will drag and drop this barrel. Okay, and now we're gonna do it. So we're gonna fix it so when he starts seeing the player, he's gonna start making a sound. So he sees the player here, right? And the player inside, when the player is inside is true, means the robot sees the player. So we're gonna play the AS robot audio source here. But I don't want it to constantly be played because again, this is called 25 times a second. So I'm gonna play it when the audio source is not actually playing. So when it finishes playing, then it's gonna start playing again. So if audio source robot is playing as false, then play it again. So now let's pick a sound for the robot. Go under the robot FX in the robot. So pick a sound. I like this one. He kind of freaks out. So robot 120. Choose the robot. And robot 120, assign this to the audio source here. Now let's see. You see how now he doesn't make a sound anymore because he doesn't see me right now. But if I go back, yeah, he's done. So that's how you add sound effects. In the next video, we're gonna make it look more like a designed level. See you in the next video.